This is the Sunday Business Page with John Delano.
Good morning, I'm John Delano. Welcome to another home edition of the Sunday Business Page. And our very special guest is the Honorable Tom Saylor, former Chief Justice of Pennsylvania, who's just stepped down from the bench. And in the interest of full disclosure, Chief Justice Saylor and I have known each other for many, many decades. And congratulations on many years of service to Pennsylvania, Chief Justice. It's good to be with you.
Good to be with you, Jonathan.
See, he knows my full name. That's a sign of how long we go back. Well, I wanted to ask you about what does a retired Chief Justice do?
Well, Jonathan, it's certainly a change after having spent 28 years as an appellate judge, 24 of them on the Supreme Court. And in many ways, it's kind of a nice opportunity to take a breath and not have the daily stress of the responsibilities. But speaking only for myself and probably for the other people that have moved on, I try to keep busy. And one of the areas I'm very much interested in, and I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity to continue to work in that area, is judicial education.
You just got a pretty impressive appointment from the president of Duquesne University to be affiliated with Duquesne University to help in educating judges, essentially judge school, teaching judges. Tell us about that appointment.
Well, another good and longtime friend in the form of President Ken Gormley, who I've known many years dating back to his time as a law professor at Duquesne Law. But he and I have spoken over the years because we've always shared an interest in not only legal education, but judicial education. And about 5 years ago, the Supreme Court, when I was Chief Justice, moved to a regime of mandatory continuing judicial education for our over 500 judges spread across this large state. And it was very well accepted. So now our judges always took courses, but now we've moved to this regime where they're required to take 12 hours a year of continuing judicial education. But the second phase that we moved to was to involve our 9 law schools from throughout Pennsylvania in helping to shape and deliver these courses to our judges, with Duquesne Law playing a central role in that project.
Let me ask you about the quality of our judges, because as you know, it's a somewhat political process, at least initially. And each county elects a number of judges. Certainly we do in Allegheny County. Overall, how do you view the quality of the men and women we're electing to the judiciary in Pennsylvania today? You've got many years to reflect on. What do you think of the quality of today's judges?
Yeah, Jonathan, I do have many years of observation, even going back to our days together practicing law, where we saw firsthand judges at the county and occasionally at the state level. And by and large, it's my observation, having observed them, having read their opinions for 28 years, that we're fortunate to have a fairly high quality of judges here in Pennsylvania. And I think when you go back, as you did, to the county level, in many counties, it's a desire to pick the very best people and make them judges. So I think we're very fortunate in Pennsylvania to have a high quality of men and women serving on both our trial as well as our appellate courts.
Well, former Chief Justice Tom Saylor, it's always a pleasure to be with you, Tom. I thank you, sir, very much for spending time with us today. And thank you for your many years of service to Pennsylvania. Much appreciated, sir.
And thank you for taking the time to visit.
And thank you, folks, for watching us on this edition of the Sunday Business Page. Have a great Sunday, everybody.